Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dasha and today in this video we'll be drawing two witches. One on the yellow-red background and the one on the green background. I drew the witch on the green background monochromatic because I really need to practice a little more with shadows and lights in my pieces, and the other one is a little more colorful, and let's go right into it. First thing I did, I just used my sketchbook, open it up and use a lot of water to just spread it on the page. And then after that I use the red color and spread it all around, and I flicker on top of it a little blue and yellow segments. This witch I was drawing from my imagination, so it's not really accurate with the proportions, but this is the really good practice that you can implement in your everyday drawing just to warm up and just to practice a lot more and be more creative. So that's why I did that, and then I used the Faber-Castell black fine liner and traced on top of the pencil, and after that I just used the black acrylic ink to define the shadows and where the light is coming from. The acrylic inks are one of my favorite mediums to work with on the pieces because I can layer them multiple times, because when they are drying and you put another color on top, you can see through this color that is beneath, and I really like that effect, and I really need to work more on that in the future, how to layer different things and be more bold with the decisions of the colors. After I have the base and after I did the shadows, I just use a lot of color. I use mainly red color because I don't use it often, and then I just fill everything with how I was feeling at the moment. I was using the yellow for the hair and blue for the hat and the shoes. And after everything is colored in, I use just the flat colors because I did the shadows before. And after that I just mix the darkest color that I could do with the acrylic inks, and I use the purples and blues mainly with a little drop of black, and then I just go around the page and draw circles, stars and hearts, and just use this technique where, if you know, the Furry Little Peach is using a lot of, and just fill the backgrounds with a lot of different shapes and fun things to look at. Here I'm mixing all of the dark inks. I was using the primary blue, the violet color, the marine blue and the purple lake color to create this dark hue that you see right now. The first thing I did, I just traced all around the shapes, and after I did that I just colored the background afterwards, because for me this was the easiest technique that I could think of, and I really enjoy the process along the way. I don't think that in the end the blue color and the yellow color came through these shapes enough, and I'm really sad about it, but you know, I can try again next time, and I can put a little more colors in the background, and maybe there will be more contrast at the end. here you can see that I'm using the Posca pen markers just for the highlights. I use the orange marker for the dress and the yellow for the skin and hair. I just use the lightest color of the same category and then just put it on top like a highlight. Go on to the next piece. Here you can see up close how the texture was turning out in this green background, and I really like it. Then I just use again my imagination to draw this girl, a witch, and I just put a little frame around it. And I didn't put it in the middle so that I will regret later, but for now let's do the stars and the moon with the white and the yellow Posca pen marker, just to stand out a little more. Like I did before with the first piece, I'm using the black acrylic ink for the shadows, and I just put everything on the right side. So because the light is coming from the left, I need the shadows to put on the right. And I just used the gray Faber-Castell fine liner just to line everything, and after that I used the ruler for the background and this frame, and I just color everything in. I was using the mixed media art supplies like you see here with the black colored pencils, because this is water soluble and I really need to be more loose, have more fun, and just use materials that I have at home. And after I go on top of this colored pencil with the water, it diluted the color a little bit, so it's not purely black, but it's black enough which can stand out a little more. And after I did that, I just color in the frame with the black colored ink, and you can see that I'm using the monochromatic palette here because I really need to work with my shadows and lights a little more in the future, so my brain can get used to it and the pieces that I can draw be more dynamic and have more interest in them. And after I just color it in the witch, I use the gray color for the stars and the moon because I thought they are not visible enough, and I use lighter and then darker gray color for that. After everything, I just use for the frame the black acrylic marker because the frame and the witch on the background was a little lost, and I did mess up a little bit here and there, but that's okay because we can fix everything in the end. That's it for me on this video. I hope you liked it. Comment down below in which area I can improve on, and I'll see you on my next video. Stay joyful.